Hello students, today I am going to discuss the module 2 in which we will study the stereochemistry part. Stereochemistry, this is the organic chemistry part. What is the stereochemistry? Stereochemistry, arrangement of atoms or groups in a space is called the stereochemistry. First of all, we will see the isomerism. What is the isomerism? What is the isomerism? Two or more compounds having the same molecular formula but different chemical and physical properties are called isomers, and the phenomena is known as isomerism. This isomerism is of two types. One is the structural isomerism. One is the structural isomerism and other one is the stereoisomerism. What is the structural? These are all further subdivided into 5 isomerism, in which one is the chain isomerism, position isomerism, functional isomerism, metamerism, and last one is tautomerism. And this stereoisomerism is divided into 2 parts. One is the configurational and other one is the conformational isomerism. Conformational isomerism. This configurational isomerism is further subdivided into optical isomerism and geometrical isomerism. Okay students, so right now we will discuss structural isomerism. This is the structural isomerism, and in case of structural isomerism, what is the structural isomerism? Compounds having the same molecular formula but different chemical structures. Same molecular formula but different structures. This is the structural isomerism. First, we will discuss chain isomerism. What is the chain isomerism? Compounds having the same molecular formula but different arrangement of carbon chain within the molecule are called the chain isomerism. This is the chain isomerism. We will take the example. This is the N-butane, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. This is the N butane. This is the normal chain. What is the meaning of N? N is the normal chain. What is the molecular formula? What is the molecular formula of this? This molecular formula is 4 carbon, 3 to 5 to 7 and 10, yani C4H10. This is the molecular formula. And other one is CH3, CH, CH3, CH3. This is the 2-methyl propane. What is the molecular formula of this compound? This is also C4H10. So we can say that this is a chain isomerism having the same molecular formula but different in the arrangement of carbon chain. This is the normal chain, this is the straight chain, this is the branch chain. Okay, this is the branched groups are attached in the branching. That's why this is the branched. So what is the chain isomerism? Having same molecular formula but different chemical arrangement. Next one is position isomerism. Position isomerism. What is the position isomerism? Position is compound having the same structure of carbon chain but differ only the position of the multiple double bond or triple bond, or we can say that the different in the functional groups are called the position isomerism. We can say that we can take the example of 1-butanol or 2-butanol. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon, 1 position per all group, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH2. 2-butanol, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 position per all group, CH3, CH3, CH, CH, CH. This is the 2-butanol, this is the 1-butanol. What is the position isomerism? Position isomerism having the same molecular formula but differ only the position of functional group. Position is different. Here is 1 position, here is 2 position. There is 1 number, this is the 2. So due to the different, the position of functional group is known as a position isomerism. Is it clear? This is a chain isomerism and position isomerism. Next one is functional isomerism. Next one is functional isomerism. Compounds having the same molecular formula but different functional groups are called the functional isomerism, and the phenomena is called functional isomerism. We will take the example of ethanol. CH3, CH2, OH, and other functional group CH3O, CH3. What is the molecular formula? C2H6O. What is the molecular formula? C2H6O. The molecular formula will be same also here. Okay. So this is the C2H6O. This is the C2H6O having the same molecular formula but different functional groups are attached. Here is the alcoholic group is present and here is the ethyl group is present. Okay. This is the functional isomerism. Then the next one is metamerism. This is the metamerism is very important. What is a metamerism? Compound having the same molecular formula but different number of carbon chain on either side of the functional group are called the metamers. Yeah, we can say that the having the same molecular formula, but there the number of carbon chain is different across the functional group. This is we will take the example. We will take the example CH3O, CH2, CH2, CH3, or we can take CH3, CH2O, CH2, CH3. What will be the molecular formula? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 carbon, 3, sorry, here is CH2, 3 to 5 to 7, 7, 3, C4, H10O. Here is 4 carbon, 3 to 5 to 7, 7, 3, 10, C4, H10O. What is the metamerism? Metamerism having the same molecular formula but different in their alkyl chain across the functional group. Across the functional group. This is the ether functional group. This is the functional group ether. This is the functional group ether. They are different in their number of alkyl chain. What is the name of this compound? What is the name of this compound? This is the methoxyethane. This is the ethoxyethane. So this is the metamerism, which is having the same molecular formula but differ in their number of alkyl chain across the functional group. Next one is the tautomerism. What is a tautomerism? Tautomerism is very we can say that it is very important. Tautomerism we will see in very mechanism. What is a tautomerism? If the keto group is dynamically equilibrium with the enol form. This is the tautomerism. Tautomerism in which a keto form is more stable and having the 90%, 99% yield is obtained and as compared to enol form. So this is the what is the tautomerism? Isomers thus obtained which exist in dynamic equilibrium with each other, and these are called as tautomers, and phenomena is called tautomerism. Okay, so this is the tautomerism in which in keto form is dynamically equilibrium with the enol form. Okay students, so there are 5 structural isomerism: chain, position, functional, metamerism and tautomerism, which is very important in your exams. And question is asked ki give an example of functional isomerism, give an example of tautomerism, give an example of whatever the question is asked, you have to know the at least one example of each isomers. Okay students, so this is the structural isomers. This is the structural isomers, and we will discuss stereoisomerism. Next isomerism is stereoisomerism. Stereoisomerism, I have told you what is a stereo. Stereo means space. Arrangement of atoms or groups in space is called the stereoisomerism. Having the same molecular formula but different chemical structure is known as a stereoisomerism. First of all, I will discuss with you optical isomerism, but before discussing the optical isomerism, I am telling you some points which you have to remember, like plane polarized light, light Nicol prism, what is the angle of rotation. You have to know all these things. What is the chirality, what is the mirror image, what is the non-superimposability. That's why I am telling you first of all some points. Like first is plane polarized light. Plane polarized light. What is the plane polarized light? What is the plane polarized light? As we know that ordinary light moves in all directions. This is the ordinary light which moves in all directions, having all the wavelengths. These are having all the wavelengths. When it is passed through a Nicol prism, which is made up of calcite, then we will get plane polarized light. This is the plane polarized light. Okay students, so please listen carefully. What is the plane polarized light? Ordinary light consists of electromagnetic waves of different wavelengths. Monochromatic light on the other hand consists of only one wavelength. This is the monochromatic light which is having one wavelength. It can be obtained either by passing the ordinary white light through a prism or grating, or by using a source which gives light of only one wavelength. Okay students, so this is the ordinary light which is passed through a Nicol prism. Then we will get the plane polarized light. The Nicol prism used to obtain plane polarized light is called a polarizer. This is also known as a polarizer. Okay. Then next one is the angle of rotation. What is the angle of rotation? What is the angle of rotation? The angle through which the plane polarized light gets rotated on passing through the solution of an optically active compound is called the angle of rotation. Okay students, this is the angle of rotation when this plane polarized light is passed through an organic compound. This is the organic compound which is optically active. Then it is rotated like this, either clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so this is the angle of rotation. What is the polarimeter? The instrument used for the measuring the angle of rotation of the plane polarized light is called polarimeter. What is a polarimeter? Listen, the instrument used for the measuring the angle of rotation of the plane polarized light is called a polarimeter. So this is a polarimeter. One thing more. What is the specific rotation? What is the specific rotation? What is the specific rotation? Is one formula. Observed angle of rotation upon length into c. What is the specific rotation? We can say that in order to compare the rotatory power of the different optical active substances, optical activity is usually expressed in terms of specific rotation. There are two optical isomers like dextrorotatory and levorotatory. Then we have to know what is the specific rotation of the compound. The specific rotation of an optically active substance is defined as degree of rotation observed when the plane polarized light is passed through a tube having a path length of 1 centimeter, we can say 1 decimeter, or we can say 10 centimeter, and a concentration of 1 gram per ml of the compound at a specific temperature and wavelength. It is denoted by like this. This is the specific rotation, where T is the temperature and D is the